Old Timers Day at Yankee Stadium is like none other. In fact, there is no other Old Timers Day in baseball. And this is the last one at Old Yankee Stadium. And all the former players, well, they hold special memories of their time in pinstripes.
The first time I came to Yankee Stadium, I was with Oakland in 1968, and I walked out to the monuments. And I looked at the names out there. I thought of, Joe D. and Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth, and, I was excited. I was playing against Mickey Mantle that day, and it was a thrill for me. It was Mickey's last year in 1968, and I remember running out to right field, and he was playing first base, and he was walking towards second base for some reason, and I stopped, and he stopped, and he said, "Go ahead, Reggie," and I looked down, and I saw his spikes had number 7 on them. And I got, like I did now, I got chills.
I think that was the year in 78 in which the fans here at Yankee Stadium started that 2-strike clap in anticipation of a fastball up in the zone that somebody couldn't catch up to, or that nasty slider at the knee or ankles.
Well, I remember it actually started during the 18-strikeout California game. And what was funny, that it's still been going on. And the last 2 years that I coached here, of course, a lot of the guys that play here, they know all the story. But, guys like Jeter and Posada, they would sit on the bench, and then all of a sudden, they'd hear that 2-strike stuff. And then they'd come back in the dugout, after a pitcher would get out of an inning, and they'd sit in the dugout. And somebody would say, "Who started that anyway?" But then they'd give you that little look, and you'd have to raise your hand, and they'd start laughing.
It always feels good to have the pinstripes on. I learned my chops here. I grew up here. I learned how to be a winner and a champion here, captain of the team. So everything that I feel about the Yankees is somewhat in my blood. And I think that anytime you come back, you reminisce, you kind of think back on some of the special moments, whether it was, Reggie's 3 home runs or Chambliss's game winner. I called Brett Boone's home run before the game. I threw BP to him. My first All-Star game, I played the whole game here at Yankee Stadium. So just so many great memories.
When I came here in 1992 when I was with Seattle, it seemed like every year we played here that we'd always had old-timers game. That was when Mickey Mantle was still alive, and Phil Rizzuto, Joe DiMaggio. And you look across the dugout and you see those guys, and your eyes just light up. It's like a deer in headlights. And then you come back and you see a lot of the players that you've played with, and then still some of the old timers that are still around. It's, this is the history that this organization has. You get to be a part of it.
The biggest part for me being here today is the reunion more than anything. Old timers game, last one, that's great, but I wouldn't have missed this for the world. Well, I wouldn't want to get fired to be here, but but it's nice to be able to see all the great Yankees from the past and my, teammates that I played with, guys that I've, missed for years, to come together and celebrate it. It's just a fitting day.
I'm just proud that I was part of it, and I had a good time here. To come back and coach in the 90s with Joe Torre was really kind of put a cap on my experience as a Yankee, and to be in the World Series not only as a player and also as a coach with the team, that was I'm real proud of that, and so those are memories that I'll never forget.
The largest contingent of former players ever on an Old Timers Day at Yankee Stadium. Very fitting for the stadium's last year. For MLB.com, I'm Billy Sample.